Well, a Protean expert on board, that can still help us. And if you've got any responsibility, you know, feeling like you've got to put a stop to what your mother's doing, you're more than welcome to help us.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander.
You'll be a lot safer
Saren
too.
might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Ah, that too. Welcome aboard.
Good day. Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That's a good
It is
point.
probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate.
You do have
I need
rings
some
around
time
your
to
eyes.
process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yes, that's all for now.
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes, but I had.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
That won't be necessary.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Unfortunately, it was. We had to break her out of there. She was trapped.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Glad
Good
you
luck,
agree.
Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Joker.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
You sure you want that? There's probably an award ceremony. We have to stand up and get it.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That
Fun,
too.
Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that.
You have a nice scruff.
Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Have we asked about your disease before?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb.
Oh.
100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
I'm certainly glad you survived. I'm certainly glad we've got you as a pilot. As quips or not, you are the best, it seems like. How... does it impede your job in any way?
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though.
Ha.
I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Well, I'm not worried at all. I'm confident the ship's in safe hands. Oh, I better get going.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
You know, I'm still your commanding officer. You shouldn't sound so dismissive all the time. Ah, Liara. Making yourself at home?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Yeah, I was seeing if you were alright.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best, and she certainly loves treating soldiers.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
Especially when it comes to the
I
soldiers.
never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Don't mention it. We weren't just exactly going to turn around and leave you after locating you like that.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know. As I was thinking to myself before, family, it's not everything. And you seem genuine to me.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I want to ask about Benezia, though. Why aren't you on good terms with her?
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You certainly sound troubled about it.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Changed? I'd like to ask about Asari culture from a first-hand source.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to
Understandable
understand other species,
position.
it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors? What kind of rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us.
Oh.
We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That is fascinating. How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
That is fascinating. So the Asari... I don't even know where to begin. That's beyond my comprehension. It's almost like the Asari are just made up of a base template and then they are different somehow with how their personalities function. What about the other parent, though?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Did you have a father or did you have a second mother?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You can... do what, though? But you don't know who it is?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union
Is
with
that
our own
uncommon?
kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people.
What is
It is possible Benezia's
strange.
partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know that, though. Why else would she do it?
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
That's quite a sad thing to... You are a long-lived species, but to outlive your partner and have to continue raising the child, how... Is there a common way of dealing with that? Does it affect Asari as much as it would affect a human?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after
That's a
they're
good
gone,
approach.
a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
That really is fascinating. I was going to ask about you, and I don't seem to be able to do that anymore.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Did I say I should go? One more thing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I would. I'd like to talk about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Do you like it, though? You know, some people thrive on that isolation, and the discovery... You know, the discoveries must be fascinating, even if they are mundane.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you,
No,
Shepard.
I'm
I
pulling
only
your
meant
leg.
that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Oh, come on, relax.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I
It's a
prefer
lot
to spend my
happened.
time in the field with data disks
I'll
and
let you off.
computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Well, as you wish. I better get going. I got the
I
other
should
rest of
go.
the crew to check on.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Commander, how are you?
I'm good. I came here to check in with you. Tell me about you and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Well, do go on. Don't let me stop you now.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best.
Runs in the family,
Grew
then.
up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
I guess I can understand that if he succeeded and, you know, had a very colourful career. He probably wants the same for you.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were a Spectre candidate.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I
Oh.
could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
That's too bad, but I get it.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
It's true. You know, the people out to terrorize the galaxy, they don't abide by the rules. They're trying to destroy the system. You can't have somebody bogged down by paperwork and jurisdiction. You've got to be someone who's trusted to get the job done and do it right without having to be bound.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
At ease. I'm glad to have you with us, Garrus.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
What about?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Garrus and Rex? What do you mean?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
Spit it out.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I'm not gonna confine them, but you're out of line. Like, Rex does not care. Rex doesn't care at all. Garrus is a former CSEC officer who's on our team now. Like, he's gone rogue. Maybe he sounds like he's just here for good. So you better get used to it. You should be more worried about Tally. She's the one poking around in the reactor.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Make sure you do. I don't want to hear about this again. Rex, you hear that?
We've got Saren on the run.
Hell yeah we do. Who's going to be trembling in his boots?
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You've met him before.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
Oh, fair enough, but keep talking.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how
not the
you
turn
know
I wanted
Saren.
to take.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
And it turned out to be Saren.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Don't stop now. I'm not going to leave now. What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Smart idea. He doesn't seem like the loose ends kind of guy. What sort of cargo was on that ship?
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Fair point. Maybe he was looking for supplies and weapons for the Geth, perhaps? And what happened to the ship?
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
And so there's nothing else?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
That... You got out just in time. I know you're good, but I wouldn't fancy betting on you against Saren. Tally.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
You sound down. What's up?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Out of place?
The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
Well, quick tangent. The chief engineer loves having you around. You really know your stuff according to him, but it's too quiet to sleep.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down.
Ah.
I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
You're going to be fighting a lifetime of
But it's more than
instincts.
just a silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
You're homesick then. But we're a fully crewed ship.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Maybe, but you're planning to go back, aren't you? You speak very fondly of home.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
That's a good point. I've asked you these questions before. I'll let you get back to it.
I should go.
See you later.
And you. Right, let's make a move. We are one objective down. We found Liara Tassoni. Turns out she's not working with her mother. She's joined a crew, which is going to be excellent to have a protein expert on board. We had a human colony to discover. But before we do leave the area, I just want to check there's nothing else in the Tau cluster waiting to be discovered.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
How did you contact me? We should maybe head back to the Citadel after we finish in the Tau cluster then. A level 1 pressure hazard. Sharjila has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperature surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Common buoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Maybe it's the Geth. Sharjila has an extensive silicone-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, prevent a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous, EVAs are discouraged. But funnily enough, I'm tempted to go down and just explore and discover anything about these unregistered ships. If they're gas, we need to get to the bottom of it. Who should we take? We haven't seen Ashley in action for a while. We'll take Liara as well, for her biotic strength. Oh, this never gets any less gut churning. Bless you, the suspension. Whoever maintains the suspension does not get paid enough. Right, squad. First things first. Let me share some of this experience with you. Oh, heavy armor. Do we have human heavy armor? And Liara. Asari scientist. Reduce recharge of biotic abilities. First aid heals more. Recharge of first aid reduced. Well, if you have biotics, we should go up first aid. Go all the way to the top of this. Now, let's give you lift to upgrade throw to unlock lift. Then let's get advanced lift. And then let's do barrier into stasis. You look like with a helmet. Okay, it's a basic human helmet with a slightly larger back that you have. Helmets on people. Right, let's take things slow. Scanners say we're at level 1 hazard right now. Let's check the map before we head out. There's an anomaly to the left, a stronghold dead ahead, and some debris to the right. Let's start with the anomaly. Here we are. Looks like some kind of rudimentary shelter. Okay, make sure your helmets are tight.
On my way.
What have we got here? An Asari capsule. The matriarch's writings recovered. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in a tent held, among other things, one of matriarch Delenaga's writings. Interesting. I think I saw something else on the scanner as we were leaving the Mako. Terrain like this is why we have 6 wheels and power steering. There we go. What's this? Oh, I think it's ore. Thorium. Let's see how rich we're looking. A rare element. You've successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium. Got that marked down. Oh, don't want to drive over it. No. Oh, Ashley, get off the wheel. Right, so dead east is where these ruins are. Were they the ruins? No, the stronghold. Let's not use the boosters. Likely they're going to hear the Mako. Hopefully we'll be able to get the drop on them a little bit. Seems to be of similar construction to the habitats on X-57. Oh no. Geth? Pirates. No match for the Mako. Let's just move in. We look free of mines. You should have had your sniper towers, your lookout towers, a little higher up on the cliff. They don't really serve you at all there. There's one more. Is he around the back that I missed? Oh. Ah. There we go. For a moment there, I thought he was hiding inside of the tower. Okay, remember where we parked. And prepare for company inside. Those look like mining drills. Right, Ashley, position by the door. Oh, let's get in. Oh, did I miss both abilities? God, he's tough. Ah, bad angle. Ashley. Oh my words. Chill's back. thin this crowd. Ashley, move up. Liara, take some Medibelt. Right. Nice work. Real mix of races here. Look, he's gone and tripped over. You're not getting up again. Oh. Ah! Oh, that hurts. Ashley, I need you in position. Could have gotten to the cover, but I had some good shots. Go on, poke your head out. Right, focus your fire. Oh my. When you're dashing around, it's usually to get out of cover, not just to dance for the sake of it. Sorry, Slaver. If you can't lock on, Ashley, I need you to move into position. Liara, don't shoot me in the back. That's a court-martialing. You mean you need a target? There's one here, Ashley. Get in.
On me.
Just form up, you two. We're in. Oh.
You must die.
Don't use the snipe. Don't poke your head out round the corner then. Holy hell. Oh, get in cover. Oh, that Krogan's close. No. Oh. No, oh my. Remember, no Russian. It was a game that came out on Earth hundreds of years ago. Don't forget about it. Alright, ready? Set. Ashley, Liara, I want you both in. Right. Powers, excellent. Oh, I don't like how close the Krogan is. Have some grenades. Giving that one a vantage point, but I think he's stuck. You're doing okay, Ashley? Ashley? Don't ignore the Krogan, he's the greatest threat! Ah, she's down. Get her up. Medicel her. You can distract at least. Okay, I think that's the Krogan. I think I got a Solarian. Oh, I didn't get the Krogan. Watch the crossfire. Right, focus the Krogan. Oh, it's got damage reduction. Oh, I wish we brought Rex. No, where did you come from? Oh. No. Not quite what I wanted, but... Dear. If I can just hold out a bit longer. Let's get a shield. I'm going to get these two up. Ah. Medicel. Sabotage. Overload. Oh, how do I kill this guy? Oh, thankfully he's not the smartest. Come on. on. Oh! More Medigel. Oh, don't leave cover. I can't really get close to the door from this position. Okay, next time they pop their head up, we're going to overload them. We're going to sabotage them. Go on. Damn, I missed. It's that Turian up there still. Right. I need you up, you two. Here's some Medigel. Just form up on me. I need to keep his shield down so I can't stop firing. There we go. Right. 2 more. Go on. Poke your head up. Right. Stay close, you two. Got more company. Let's try focus our fire. Watch out for snipers. A sniper rifle in this room, ironically enough, would be very effective. Got sight on the sniper. Don't tell me that's another one. Oh. I'm really worried about this sniper. More so than the Asari. I've got an Asari of my own. How are we looking? Seems like we've got company upstairs still. Form up. Where are they? Are they... They're below. Ah, I thought they went above. We've got the vantage point now, the high ground. You two move in if you can. Keep an eye out up here. You two got this? Oh, she's not run right past you, has she? I need to teach my squad about focusing fire on targets trying to run past us. See what's at this desk. Discovered evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. We should return to the Presidio and confront Nasana about this. Hopefully... Let's download this evidence. I'm hoping she hasn't got anything to do with it. Oh my word. Right. Oh, this is going to be... Bugger. This is the blind spot, I think. One moment. There we go. Let's take all of this. Let's finish looting this place. Right where I left you. Now. We've cleared the stronghold. There's only the debris to the southeast left to investigate. This looks like as good as way of any to go. It's a satellite.
Moving out.
Looks quite rudimentary. Oh, my electronic skill's too low. We're not salvaging this. Let's call in a Normandy and get out of here. Right. Well, there's a lot of other things to do out in this part of the galaxy, but we have actually finished in the Artemis Tau cluster. I say we head back to the Citadel. We had a few odd jobs to do there, and it might be good to check in with Anderson and Udina.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
Well, I've heard this before. How can I help?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
It's gone rogue? The VI?
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here.
See, that last
Virtual
bit doesn't
intelligence
reassure
support
me.
is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground to the VI core and manually disable it.
Is that the only option? I mean, not declining the mission, it sounds dangerous.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes.
Right, okay.
We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Okay, Citadel, I think we've got a more important situation to deal with. Where are we headed? No, that's a good question. Where are we headed?